Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. With me, Matt. We're between the two for you all here on the map Belgorod on the Eastern Front. Let's go for the players. The Germans today. We have Erok Shakur as the Waffen-SS without a commander choice. Oh, my tongue is all over the place. And we also have Sakharov as the Wehrmacht, also without a commander choice. Representing the Soviet Union today, we have Smokey straight out with Motorselki. And Little Rix as Tankovaya. So tank and motor versus the Waffen-SS and Wehrmacht, with Waffen-SS going for Jäger, and nothing yet for the Wehrmacht, but we'll keep an eye on it. Belgorod is a 2v2 map. I'm not sure if it was official or not, but at least I have the map, so that's why I can even see the replay here. Just moving up, they used to try and grab terrain. Not grabbing the fuel, that they're moving further up. Germans try to dig in here with the Storm Pioneer. Sappers will soon be spotted. And I think the Storm Pioneer will be able to take up the Sap and see if they can get some good shots in. And indeed they are. As that is going on, we also have the conscripts trying to push up. Storm Pioneers pull a little bit further back because of that. And the Wehrmacht is going to engage with the Soviets up here soon. We'll have lots of firefights along the front line. Conscripts against the Volksgrenadiers. Grenadiers are there for support though. The Germans should have a good position here with lots of their rifles and good cover. And to some effect, the Storm Pioneers and the Storm Grenadiers are slowly advancing as well. Conscripts are trying to flank. But there is some Fallschirm Pioneers here to cover the ground. Throwing a Bannflash here as a Molotov is thrown in return. So it's dodged it though, but so do the Germans. The Soviets now have cover. Grenade being thrown here by the Storm Grenadiers over the fence. Forcing the Soviets back a little bit. Oh, good shots going in there. But the Germans are suffering losses. More conscripts are arriving as well. Meanwhile, the Wehrmacht is holding on up here. While Soviet forces are moving, we also have a Maxim machine gun coming onto the field. Oh, good Molotov almost killed the Fallschirm Pioneers. Forcing them off. Actually, they do die! I guess his uniform caught fire on the way back. Oh god, that's not good. You do have some Fallschirm Jäger Aufklar on the field here, unique to Jäger. Just like the Fallschirm Pioneers were. 3-man A squad, really accurate, but there's only 3 men on them. So, we need to keep a good eye on them. Little command from the Wehrmacht, but the Wehrmacht is pushing up. There's a machine gunner coming into the field. An MT-42. Yeah, the Jäger Aufklar is not doing too well in that position, evidently. Let's find our best. Maxim machine gun opening fire on the German infantry. Pressing them to the ground. The 42 sitting up there, which will make the Soviets have a harder time pushing up here. As these Bolsheviki will soon find out. Yep. Don't want to stay around when there's an MT-42. Waffen-SS needs to get some reinforcement going. They're really low on units there. The Grenadiers are holding much of the front line here, so the Germans still have the upper hand territory-wise, I feel, because the Soviets are first now capturing their fuel points. After coming out from one of the Soviet players. Pick up from one of the other Soviet players. Also, I have an Aufklar squad here, which is not the 3rd Aufklar, or the 600th Aufklar, actually. I said 3rd because there's 3 men in them. And the battle has quieted down a bit as both sides try to figure out what to do next. So we're trying to dig in with a bunker. Some Bolsheviki moving up here. Let's use this building. There's only one window for the DPM. There's still DPM. And so Conscripts pushing up as well, but more Grenadiers can cover the flank. 5 blades being used. Pretty good at that. After I got the field here, it looks like we have a Soviet assault being prepared. A bit of a mechanized push. Check machine gun on the sappers. Unique to motorized, I think. Laying down a lot of suppressive fire. If Panzerbüchse back here to the half track, cannot move that far up. Radius have been pinned. Smoke grenade pop, very smart. But the Soviets are advancing. Ooh, very risky move there, especially with the Storm Grenadiers to support. The Soviets are still pushing up with their conscripts. About the Ladung on their position. Ooh, which lost a lot of work. More conscripts are dead. Soviets are running out of infantry. At least one of the Soviet players are. You have some motor guards arriving here being armed with double DPM, unique to tank. Conscripts are just being suppressed as they try to push up. As the Waffen-SS now have their own MG42. We also have another MG42 being equipped here on the 600th of Clara. It's gonna make them a really good suppression squad. Rifle grenades are being pretty successful today. More and more Soviet units are arriving. Motor guards are about to enter the fray. It's lack of cover, but they do a double DPM here. These are much better infantry, so never know. 2-2, well, 2-2-1 arriving. It's about to become a 2-2-2. Ooh, they tried to get a Captain Panzerfaust off, but that's going to be a suicide move. Especially with all the German infantry nearby. Not looking good here for the Soviet Union. They're actually lacking AT equipment to stop this 2-2-1. We'll start pushing a little bit down here thanks to their Maxims. Covering much more of the ground. D70 being prepared by the tank division. AT gun coming out here. Oh! They cancelled the AT gun. Oh, no, they activated it again. It's probably going to be a Gebaldeladung in this building. Yep, here's the Gebaldeladung. And that's going to be that squad. Yep. Germans are preparing to move up with the infantry. Building collapses. EPM now being grabbed here by the Grenadiers. And 2-2 is now hunting down this Maxim, which has no way in hell of even damaging this thing. But there's T-70 nearby. But the T-70 can also be penetrated by the 2-2-2, so be cautious. Good shot there from the T-70. He's on the hunt, and that's going to be a dead 2-2-2. Yep. Not the most effective tank against infantry though, but it will certainly help. We have another mechanized push going down here, but there's double Panzerjäger. But there's a side blocker here. Conscripts are disembarking, very good. Germans trying to dig in heavily here with lots of sandbags. Grenade assault. Right under Panzerjäger's position. They also spot the MG42. Half-class are flanking now, that's going to be that Conscript squad. But the Soviets do capture the fuel point here. Certainly important. Panzerfaust hits the half track. Valentine tanks arriving. A Lend-Lease tank for the British Commonwealth that the Soviets actually quite enjoyed, I believe. They liked using the Valentine as an aggressive recon tank. My understanding, anyway. Max opening up as the Germans try to push up to the munitions point, but can't really move up here. Also, the Red Air Force is dropping some fuel. Also, the ARF class gonna try and attempt to take the point. And they capture it before the smoke runs out. We also have an officer arriving, an Untersturmführer. The Panzer Grenade 150. Oh, another smoke grenade, yeah, that'll work. Valentine's on the move. But the point is now back in German hands. More conscripts are being called in by the Soviet Union. And more guards in the field. Some armed with SVTs now. Give them some semi-automatic firepower. Valentine's leading frontal assault. There's only Panzerjägers with no heavy weapons, but they are being upgraded with Panzerschrecks now, which can certainly fight the Valentines. Valentines need to just not get too close to the German positions. Artillery is being called in. I suppose the rounds being loaded. Or they aim for that machine gun. Artillery being called in here. Panzerschreck upgraded here. They miss. Valentines are pulling back safely. And the T-70 is keeping an eye on the sender. There's a pack on the field. Oh, and looks like the Wehrmacht has gone for Ostdivision. Okay. So, proper Eastern Front fighting here for the Wehrmacht. These Valentines are actually doing a lot of work. You just need to keep the distance. Yeah, the lack of a pack down here is really showing now. The Germans just keep digging in. Panzerjäger is ready to move up again. Conscripts are leading their way forwards. Being very aggressive as the Soviets should be. Gewalterladung and Molotov. But the Gewalterladung, no, the Gewalterladung is basically dodged. That said, the Soviets are taking losses as they push up, but these are just conscripts. Which do get cheaper the more tech up you do, but of course they haven't really done a lot of tech up. They only have 2 tech up buildings. But conscripts decrease in cost the more tech up you go with the Soviets. Valentine's on artillery fire again. They're pushing forwards, which is probably right into the Panzerschrecks. One gone. Here's some done. Infantry being prepared. Panzer kits, and that's the ammo cooked off. Both Valentine's gone. He's 7 in the center here. Goes pushing over the pack. Assist guns being pulled in. So it's good start going for some heavier tanks. They do have the main Tankovaya building. SS Aufklar on the move here. Firing a flare. Para-flare, I believe it's called. Yep, there it is. Although I'm honestly not sure how effective a para-flare would be in daylight.
Anti-tank gun has taken the field.
Just saying.
Engineers ready for assignment.
The Sturmführer pushing forwards here. We're done now in the field here armed with SVTs and the PPSH as their basic loadout.
Are attempting to capture
So a lot better weaponry and rate of fire than most other Soviet units. And also with the maxim for support back there. They are very elite after all. Already being upgraded with the RPD. Mthis gonna get some shots towards the pillbox there. The pack is gonna spot that T-70 zone. And that's T-70 almost gone. It did survive the shell, but they are shocked. Probably turned the whole T-70 into like a bell, and that's gone. Looks like the Wehrmacht is assaulting up here with some captured PPSHs. And lots of other Russian equipment they've grabbed off the ground. Germans did use a lot of captured equipment, especially in the Eastern Front, so it makes sense. I'm not sure how used the DPM was by the Germans, to be honest. I know the PPSH was used very, very frequently. To the point they actually started converting the PPSH to use German ammunition. And also distributed field manuals on how to use it. And clean it and all that stuff. Yes, they really enjoyed the PPSH, from what I understand. Just a really good submachine gun. So it's taking heavy losses. Yeah, that's another guard squad killed. Will the Soviets need to get some better units out, because they are losing ground. More guards being called in. We have a Panzer T-54 being prepared by the Ostdivision, unique to Ostdivision actually. T-54 being prepared by the mechanized, or motorized to be specific. Also have a mortar half-track here for the Ostdivision. Pretty useful units, very mobile mortar basically. Also have captured this Maxim here. I'm sure that the Germans captured lots of, because a machine gun is a machine gun. Machine guns are pretty useful. I guess it fires big bullets really, really fast. That's really useful. Pillbox has lost its gun, it's too damaged. Here's the Panzer. Here's the Soviet T-44, second T-44 being prepared. We do have a KV-8 being prepared here by the tank division, and a KV-1 coming up behind it. Oh, good high explosive on the Panzer there. I think the Panzer actually just fires high explosives. I can switch between our piercing and high explosives, but it's being hit in the side by another Sis. Can they get away in time? Nope. And there it goes.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
Soviet T-54s are being assembled and prepared.
Combat engineers are standing by.
The Germans have very good ground at the moment, I feel. They have both munitions points, but that will not last for long. Because this is a KV-8. Which the Germans don't want to be anywhere near. As you'll see. These grenadiers should probably just be running. Rather than being burned alive. Like the KV-8 series is pretty freaking terrifying. Most flamethrower tanks are actually really, really terrifying to go up against. Unless you can easily penetrate them, then they're no longer an issue. But your infantry is definitely going to suffer if you don't just get away when you know it's nearby. Oh, good shot from the pack there. That's going to deter it. Here comes the T-34s with tank riders. The Panzer fast, but you don't want to go in advance. So it's to keep driving forwards like Soviets. They don't give a damn. One T-54 down there. Even one arriving, but there is a Panzer IV-H quickly rushed to the front line. But will that be enough, or will it be overwhelmed? There's another pack here. As Voyage did manage to bounce, or did manage to penetrate, I mean. KV1 should probably focus. Oh, got penetrated by Panzerschreck. There goes the KV. KV8 is still around though. Guards are covering it up here. More T-54 is being prepared. And KV1 is being prepared as well. Looks like they stole the RPD here for the Stormtroopers. Guess they managed to kill off the Udon. I missed that. That's a pretty potent weapon to have in a German squad, I will say. Because the RPD is a pretty good LMG. Germans still continuing to dig in down here. They have a little bit of an artillery duel by the looks of it. Just with light artillery, mostly mortars. More fuel airdropped into the Soviet base. Ostfront are being forced forwards. The screen for the German infantry and capture ground. As they know there's a KV8 around. Might as well the Russians burn out the Russians, I guess. Oh boy. And the Ostfront are being burned. Oh my god, they just all got burned there. But the Panzer IV-H is on the hunt. Maybe it's just backing off there. That's the KV-1. Also, we have more tank rider sappers being prepared here with flamethrowers. The Soviets are gonna drive forwards again. This gun is also nearby. And SEGA is also being prepared. There's also a Hetz on the field here. A little diminutive tank hunter available to several commanders. It's cool to see the Hetz now being available to the Ost Division, but it might have been for a while. I've just not seen it. I'm a big fan of the Hetzer. I really like the design of it. It's such an intriguing little vehicle. So unassuming. Of course, Germans are lacking sight at the moment. They have no infantry to support them. The KV-1 managed to get close. And then the T-34's flank. Looks like the arm on the headset is holding up though. At least until they got penetrated. KV-8 is also preparing to move forwards. Oh! Both T-34s are gone. MG-42 team has to pull back. KV-8 is still around. Looks like the Panzer IV-H and the Hetz is gonna go for it. Oh no, they decide against it. Mine's being played here by the Soviets before they retreat. Very smart. But the Panzer IV-H is being prepared. Cisgun is being pulled up. The Soviets, I mean, are lacking in infantry support at the moment. They do have the full tech up here, so we might see T-34-45 soon. Which will certainly change how this fight is going to go. Indeed, T-34-45s are being requisitioned. Panzerschreck grabbed here by the Osttruppen. And then, do they know how to use that thing, I wonder? Ostfront being called onto the front line. Eagle mines also being prepared just in case on some roadblocks. A pretty good match going here. You have a Panther tank also being prepared here by the Jaegers. Oh, look at all the defenses that they got dug in down here. That's going to be really hard to take if all these positions are actually occupied. That's actually really good from Iraq Shakur. We don't really see intricate defenses like this often, but it actually helps, especially in counter-fire situations with artillery. covering your sights and such can actually help a lot. Let's see, Panzer IV H is moving up. Oh, high explosive kills them. Oh god. It really tore them into shreds. Brutal. That's some brutal stuff right there. Lots of roadblocks being prepared. Not sure if the roadblocks are the best idea because they will block the German tanks as well. But at least infantry can move through them now. Oh well, through the little middle of them. There's this little gap here. These guns are doing their best to harass. Just laying down a couple of shots down range. The front line seems quite stabilized at this point. Of course, the Germans don't know there's a minefield up here. This Hetzer could just blow itself up if it kept going that road. But meanwhile, the Germans are also laying their own minefield here. Regal mines. Which will do a lot of work. T-3045 being prepared. A lack of Soviet infantry. Soviets are building caches, so they are going for some heavy fuel caches by the looks of it. They want to go for a lot of vehicles, potentially. They are being spotted by the pillbox. Which at least laid down some fire down range, but didn't really kill anyone. Nappa scrapped this gun again. He's probably waiting for 85 before it does anything. Handful is on the field though. But the Germans don't know there's a minefield up here still. Oh, is the Panther gonna hit the mine? Yes, it does! It's actually immobilized! It got detracked by the mine! It can still turn around though. Oh, because it still has one track. But now, yeah, the Germans have to deal with the fact that they have a Panther stuck up there. Gets us covering it though. That's the force moving up. Maybe one down. And 85 down. That's the force advancing rapidly. And the lack of infantry support is really showing here for the Soviets. Generally, you want a lot of infantry support for your vehicles. And you see how useful the mine were? Like, that basically took care of that Panther for a while. And this KV-8 is not going to do much here. Needs help. Good stun. Yeah, it's going to be stunning one of them. That's a Panzerfaust and one Panzer IV. But it's being penetrated bit by bit. KV-8 is gone, but the Panther has been rescued by Germans. Little Rigs is basically out of units, which is not a good sign. We have an M-Chat being prepared here, unique Sherman available to motorized, and not a Lend-Lease weapon. Shots are just being exchanged here. It looks like the Germans so far do have the upper hand. Oh, the Panther hit the other mine too. But the Pioneers are just nearby so they can repair it. More recon units on the field. And Sherman preparing to move. Second Panther is being prepared though, which will certainly be a problem. These Panther tanks are pretty freaking good, in case you're wondering. Probably one of the best tanks of the war. And it's 85, and the MT is going to be in for quite a thing if they have to brawl here. Captain Panzerfaust going off though. Oh no, they managed to get out of range. The front line is slowly folding in on them. There's not been a lot of movement down here, just some few artillery exchanges in the southern flank. It's allowed the Germans to just focus on the center and up here. As the Panthers just help the Wehrmacht push forwards. And the wrecks are being scavenged here for more supplies. The MT being prepared. What can the Soviets do at this point? Because this is looking really hard for them. Unger got some good shots off there. AV-8 being prepared. Oh, and yeah, now the Panthers are going to reveal themselves. That's going to make it hard for any defenses to be constructed here. 85 could get lucky though. 85 has a pretty good gun. If it penetrates. The guards are just being thrown away in the front like that. Ugh. That's what the conscripts are for, I feel.
One of our emplacements is under attack.
Panthers taking out the Sis gun. MTN 85 are not getting any luck. Oh, one penetration there. That's going to be one dead MT there. Yep.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
KV-8 on the field again, but I'm not sure how much help a KV-8 will be here. There's a lot of German panzers keeping an eye on this point. Oh, heads taken out by Captain Panzerfaust though from the guards. Oh, and yeah, the Germans just focus fire the KV-8. Its armor doesn't hold up against the Panthers. Elefant also being prepared, so that's definitely going to be the death knell. Oh well, the final nail in the coffin of the Soviets here. And the Panthers are just too much here. Oh, more Sis guns being called in. I don't think that'll be enough.
We are losing territory.
85 didn't penetrate, but did do some deflection damage. As a force, however, a little bit easier to penetrate, but the Germans are cut. The Soviets are cut off. They don't have any supplies anymore. As that point is held, yeah, Soviets can't really do much. They're just stuck in their base. It's not good. MTS trying to do something. They are completely cut off down here now. They're calling in an artillery strike here from the Hauptsturmführer. So the sappers might go for the point up here if they can manage it. The Germans are keeping an eye on the point with the Untersturmführer. And the Surge are still trying though. One Panther got destroyed, so the 85s and M-Chest actually did manage to get it. Surge managed to take the point though, so they're not going to be completely cut off anymore. Got a little bit of supply coming in. But for how long? That's another machine gun team killed. The M-Chest could start pushing forward somewhat. Oh, the Elephant is slowly rolling up to the front line. Once that Elephant starts killing the tanks, it's just going to be over, I think.
Securing our territory.
I need to get some more drink here. I am quite parched in my throat. So might have a little bit of a tank engagement here. Panther pushing forwards. Taking a long range shot. Elephant moving up. Panther's being somewhat brave here. Takes out the M shot. Oh, main gun destroyed here from the guards. But the M can't really do much. There's too many troops covering it. Panther pushes up again. Well, 85s are ready, but will it be enough? Will it be enough? Artillery being called in here to block. Oh, good shot there on the Panther actually. But force it back for a bit. The Soviets are still holding on though, which they are pretty good at doing. Look at how much the Germans just set up on the field. Even a repair bunker back here and a sanitätsbunker. We also have an 88 being set up here now, so they're just completely digging in. Good rifle grenade there, did a lot of damage to the squad. The Germans have to pull back. Have to cancel that 88. They captured that machine gun. Will they make it out of there alive, though?
Enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
That's one lucky gunner if he manages to make it. Looks like he does. Water Half-Tag got another full kill. That Water Half-Tag has done a lot of good work for itself. Panther's gonna engage with the 85 here. We should be to the Panther's advantage. Just need sight. Oh, the 85 actually got a good penetration there. That Panther's going to be back for a while. The infantry's moving up. Those are the 25 Panzer Grenadiers, unique to Ostdivision. Pretty good squad at that. Armed with MG42 and Sturmgewehrs with scopes at the moment. Elephant slowly moving up. It's 88mm guns. This are being used as artillery pieces as they should be. The Germans can just say so much of suppressor fire at the moment, all their fortifications. M down from one shot from the Elephant. Oh, loader injured there by the Sis gun. We're just trying to buy time with this 88 emplacement to set up. Until they're being called here by the Soviet Capitan. They're calling in the artillery strike. Coordinates and everything. Where are they aiming it? Around here? Looks like they'll be around here. Wonder how big that's gonna be. Because we have the first ranging shots coming down, which is normal for the Soviet strikes. But it might be a huge barrage after that. That's another ranging shot. Here comes the main artillery strike. Germans pull back. It's not that big. Never mind, it was still going. But it didn't even kill the gun inside the bunker. And for hunting down this KV-8. There it goes. And the 85 does not penetrate this time. But I does the Panther penetrate the 85. Surprisingly. Ouch! Yeah, that's gonna hurt. And 88 takes out another 85 there. Yeah, I think this might be where the Soviets can no longer do much. The more T-54s are arriving. This is just a 76 though. The Soviets need to do something. But what can they do? Germans are advancing pretty rapidly. Oh, the guards are moving up, but they are dealing with a pants out in the open. That's machine gun. Can really do a lot of work on them. Panthers ready to make an assault. After SS is moving up alongside with the officers. Some kind of full-on head assault. SS Fallschirmjägers in the field here. Armed with FT-42s and an MG-42. Artillery coming in, and we do have another flanking attempt here from a Panther. They might get too close. It realizes the guards are there. Don't want to get too close to the guard infantry because they have captured Panzerfausts. This is just gonna underflank though. Too bad side armor profiles are not in Company of Heroes 2. As the Panther would have been in trouble. Because the Panther has pretty thin side armor. I believe it has less side armor than a Panzer IV, technically, but I might be wrong. Artillery been called here by the Hauptsturmführer. 85. Oh, ammo rack on one of the Panzers! Or Panthers, I mean. Good job, 85. By the Soviets sometime. Artillery is coming in. What artillery strike is it? Is it going to be position? A big artillery strike there. Takes the Hauptsturmführer. As German artillery goes in, but it's not enough to even damage the tanks. Can the Soviets do anything? The Elephant is keeping an eye on it. 85 moving up here, might encounter this Panther. Nope. Doesn't even penetrate. And now this Germans have cut off the point. Might be the end. We do another tank rider assault. Good ram, but it just destroys the tank. Yeah, they're done for. They're done for. It's a valiant attempt by the Soviets though, but they just can't hold. Especially now that they've completely cut off again. They basically are getting no resource compared to the Germans. And this Elephant will just shoot down anything that tries to make an attack. Sure, this is the end of the fighting. The Soviets have very little that can even do anything here. One last 85. Ah, but I just played a surrender. Makes sense. Pretty rough match. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye-bye!